professionally, I've been working on my last project. The album is called Olijaba. I think we have some sense of direction now. You know, it's my release date.
Okay.
But everything is recorded. We're just putting out like a strategy on how we're going to roll it out.
So by last, you mean you be retiring? So it's true that you actually be retiring?
Yeah, man. I've said this a number of times. I feel like it's important for an artist to know when to leave, or for us to develop the culture of passing down the torch to the next generation. You know what I mean? Like, not faded or monafat okay apanumba fia show paving to but to deliberately or what's the word, intentionally pass down the torch, or realize that we can't all be on stage at the same time. We have to get off the stage and let some other people do some.
Art is not like any other job where you can, you know, quit, retire, and just forget about it. Art is art.
Exactly.
Artists don't retire.
Exactly. No, not necessarily. Okay, so when I say retire, I'm talking about like actively making music and really actively being involved in it. Of course, I'll always love music and I'll forever be involved in the industry in one way or another. But for me to like, because that's what I do every single day, I wake up and think of, okay, so what are we doing today? And everything revolves around music. Music is the big part of what I do. That's what I'm letting go. You know, over the years I've invested in a number of my things. I've tried out different things. I've basically diversified. You know, I think I shouldn't be 50 jumping on stage. You know what I mean? Especially that in Zambia we have a culture where most events are held in like a club or a gig. You know, most people are just young people who, you know, in their early 20s or
late teens.
So I feel a great artist knows when to leave the stage, and for me this feels like the right time to leave. All I know is this is going to be my biggest album yet, and I'm going to try and make sure I put out the best music that I possibly can. Yeah.
How many songs should we expect from the album? And apart from you know, big names like AKA, who else should we expect on the album?
Unfortunately, I can't reveal who else is on the collaboration on the album. But what we did is we tried by all means to get someone from each region of the continent. So you should expect like 2 more collaborations on the album.
Big collaborations.
Yeah, you could say that. Also, like I've always said, it's Nigerian music is big because the Nigerians have made it big. You know, South African music is big because South Africans have made it big. You go to South Africa, you've been in a club, and 90% of the time they're playing their own music. You know what I mean? I think that's what we need to do. If Zambian music is really going to be as big as Nigerian or South African music, is our own people need to embrace it. You know what I mean? Our own people need to have a sense of pride when it comes to the music. So even with this album, it's called Olijaba because Olijaba means original, and I really wanted to do something very authentic. So it's not necessarily about the collaborations that I'm going to have on the album. It's more about, okay, what's the best possible music that we can make out of Zambia? Yeah.
All right. I can only imagine how it has been with you a couple of months. First of all, prior to the elections, and of course during the elections and after elections, and especially after you did the song for the PF, the backlash after the elections. Do you feel you've been treated fairly by the people out there, you know, based on the song you did for the PF?
So first of all, I think that has been addressed a million times, especially for what we're trying to do right now, where we're trying to do something bigger than all of us. At least I'm trying to do something bigger than myself. I've got a movement called Zambia Kuchalo, which really encourages people to really be proud of our country and really to push our country out there. And all this stuff that's happening, like Esther Chungu being introduced as the Zambian Beyonce by Coldplay in the States on the biggest stage ever, to Patson Daka and fashion and just killing it in the in Europe. And all these things that are happening are not by accident. You know what I mean? I solely believe something is happening in the universe, and it's our time. You know, it's our time for Zambia to be on the map. Even us getting the peaceful transition from one government to the next, and us having a president who deems this administration the new dawn. I think it's important for us to put all that stuff behind and really try and unite the country. So I don't even go back and forth with people over what happened in August and ABCD. That's in the past. Right now, I'm trying to see, okay, so how can we move forward and unite as a country? Yeah.
All right. Let's get back to the music. Huge collabo with AKA.
Yeah.
How was the experience like? How was the process like? How did you link up?
So yeah, like I said, it has to be organic. You know what I mean? You can't force things. There are times when we've had sponsors or people who are ready to finance certain collaborations, and they come to you and tell you, so how much do you need? You know what I mean? And I think most importantly, you should develop a certain vibe together. I know this because I work with upcoming artists a lot, and almost every single day I record a song for an upcoming. I think I've got over 100 songs with people you've never even heard of, and those collaborations haven't saved their career. They won't. Me doing a song with Video doesn't necessarily mean it's going to make me a big artist in Africa. No, it doesn't work like that. We have to gel. We have to have a certain connection or chemistry and make a beautiful song for the song to even go anywhere. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've known AKA for some time, and every now and then we'll talk. From the last time we came for the all-white party, you know, till now we've always had this relationship. Like with so many other artists, I met Diamond when I was in the Big Brother Africa, and I still once in a while talk to him. But I can't force like a collaboration to happen. You know what I mean? So this time it felt like the right time. It felt like because of all this movement that's going on, we needed to start making intentional moves to grow the music industry. And the last 2 years, KMP Calendar and Music Promotion has really tried hard to make the best music that we can make for this country. So you've seen how the videos have improved, how the quality of music has improved, and so on and so forth. But now, this year, going into 2022, we decided to take it a notch high and do international collaborations. This is just the beginning. KMP is going to do a lot more collaborations just to put Zambia on the map.
Already, one of the guys from KMP, what's his name? King Illest has a song with Dales.
Yeah.
And the video.
Rich Busy also has a song with the John Vullegate guys, and they have a video for it. Rough Kid has a song with MT, it's called Banja, and they have a video for it. And so many collaborations coming. But it has to be organic. It has to be organic. You must understand that this artist is not coming to save your career or save the song. You are doing some cultural exchange where even when you listen to that collaboration I did with AKA, you tell this is still Maktu rapping on the song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is still like a Zambian song featuring a South African artist. Of course, we had AKA do his thing. I even had to teach him a bit of Nyanja.
Yeah,
and
some
Bemba,
bars, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just so it feels great. Even before I put out the song, I posted clips of us in the studio and just talking and vibing. I think that's important when you're making a collaboration.
So you had to travel there. You had a conversation before you started recording everything. How you wanted the sound to be and everything.
Exactly. But like I said, it's cultural exchange. So I give my take of what I want to do since it's my song, but he also brings AKA to the table. It's not like he's going to now, just because I'm from Zambia and we're trying to do this thing, he's going to sound Zambian or he has to change his style. He's still bringing AKA to the table. Yeah.
Mixed feelings. The way people have received the songs, the song rather. How do you feel with so far the opinions expressed by people?
I think it's important for us to respect people's opinions. In fact, I've been making music long enough to know that you can't make a song and everybody likes the song. You know what I mean? You can't even be an artist who everyone likes. You know what I mean? But so even as I put out music, I have a target audience, and sometimes it's not like you don't like the song because it's bad. Maybe the song is just not for you. You're not the target audience, you know. But I've been making music long enough to know, like, this is what I need to do. You know, this song, the way, in my opinion, this is the best song we could make with AKA. You know what I mean? And every now and then I am faced with the decision, like, hey, so do I make a hip hop song that's got bars and I'm rapping all, you know? Or
I think that's what people expected. They expected it's going to be, you know, a hip hop song.
Yeah, but it's like the people who come to me and tell me, like, hey, I like the old Macky too there. We got their bankanda. And I'm like, okay, great. Me, I like the ala balance Macky too. You know what I mean? There should be growth, and every now and then I remind myself that from early in my career, I didn't want to be boxed, to be looked at as this is just like a gangster hardcore hip hop artist. I also created Flavor Boy sounding songs. I also created gospel songs. I also created Kalindula songs and all these things. So there's different sides to Macky too, you know what I mean? This is just one of them. And for me, I feel like this is the best song that I could ever made with AKA.
What about AKA? What did he think when you know, you started creating the song? Did he want the same sound that you created, or maybe he had ideas of, you know, the typical AKA sound that we know?
I think the typical AKA is we have similarities. That's why it was a perfect fit for me, because AKA has done like hip hop songs like Run Josie, but he's also done Fela and Versace, like feel good songs that people just dance to, you know what I mean? So even this wasn't foreign to him.